My name is Ian Hogg. I work at Mackenzie Secondary School. I'm a math teacher there. There's about 200 students there, give or take. I got a Bachelor of Education out of UBC Okanagan, and I did not want to go on the sub list anywhere. I wanted to teach. I grew up in a small town. I like small towns. I like small commutes. I don't want to sit in my car forever. I want to ride my bike to work. That's pretty important to me. Working in small towns is pretty amazing for growth as a teacher because sometimes there isn't that person who's a science teacher or a math teacher or an English teacher. We just don't have that option. So you just, as a teacher in a small town, you take that opportunity on and you run with it. I thought it would take a lot longer to be the math teacher at a high school just because I set out as a teacher to become a math teacher, a senior math teacher. And so I think it was a year later I was the senior math teacher. I was pretty excited to get that job and to just focus on teaching, not focus on getting a job. So that was wonderful. That was a huge load off of my mind, I guess, to be able to do that and to not have to work so hard at selling myself. Yeah, you can just then, I guess, enjoy life because your future's sort of taken care of. If you want to make something happen, you can make it happen in Mackenzie. Your physical limitations are kind of the only limitations. So there's mountain biking, there's fishing, there's hiking. Cross-country skiing is pretty well developed here. Powder King is 45-minute drive away for downhill skiing. It's a pretty wonderful hill. Sledding is just wonderful here. I sled from my house and go up into the mountains into the Alpine, and it's phenomenal. I actually, when I was in high school, I thought about becoming a firefighter. Never made it happen, never really pursued it, but it was always in the background, I guess. I did a degree in math and stat, so then went to the teaching side and never really forgot about firefighting, but it wasn't a huge focus for me. And then got to a small town and, volunteer fire halls always need volunteers. So I was actually approached by a firefighter. He came into my classroom and was like, "Hey, do you want to be a firefighter?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." So it's a sort of social life that I wouldn't get otherwise, which is pretty neat. The camaraderie from a fire hall is pretty special. It's big for me because you'd meet people at the fire hall that I wouldn't normally meet otherwise. So that's pretty powerful for me. It's like I would never run into these people, but you get to know them pretty well at the fire hall. Probably the greatest detriment to our job of teaching is stress in your life, wherever it might come from. So to minimize that is really key. So whether it be house security or job security or just kind of a nice, relaxed outdoor lifestyle, whatever you need to do to be stress-free just helps you with your relationships with kids. It's pretty comfortable being a teacher in Mackenzie. I don't worry about money. We have a house, we have a place to live. It's not going anywhere. If you're open to getting a job, if you're open to building your teaching skills, not as a TTOC, but as a teacher, then come on up. Things that happen in other schools, whether they be like inner city schools or really academic schools, that all happens here.